Hi, my name's Kirby and I'll be introducing my colleague Chanel shortly. Today we are introducing the CPQS dashboards, which were developed to enhance accessibility and interpretation of the CPQS-S and CPQS-E surveys. Dashboards are a tool that enhances usability and interpretation of the CPQS survey data, having a collated data set that has visual representation, timely updates which are continually added when the students and educators complete the surveys, and interpretation of data built-in. This aids in having greater usability of the results that supports interpretation of quality placements, supporting both our education providers and university partners. So what does the CPQS dashboards look like? When you open up the survey, you will have a landing page that has information about the dashboard itself and associated resources. We have filters on the left that aids in the ability to interact and analyse the data. And it also outlines the total number of responses and the mapping of the survey questions and how they are coded. And finally, the data is presented across 4 tabs and responses are grouped per each domain. When we look at a domain, data is visualised with quantitative and qualitative interpretation. Each visual identifies each question that is associated to it, and it outlines their percentage and number of responses. It has capability to download a detailed data set and identify how many responses the data is interpreting in the top right corner. So what does it tell us? It helps us understand the quality of placements performance by looking at placement facility, clinical area, client type, setting type, and university programs depending on the dashboard you're engaging with. It also has the ability to look at trends per year or accumulated over time. It supports us to look at areas of excellence and identified improvement, whilst also looking at student and educator engagement.
Hi everyone, I'm Chanel and I'm going to take a few moments to talk you through how we developed each of the dashboards. The dashboards are developed in a collaborative approach with our survey developers and also key stakeholders to ensure that the data visualizations met the need of the target audience, but also the data interpretations aligned with the survey metrics. Pilot testing occurred with our steering committee, our facility clinical educator coordinators, the university academic partners to ensure that the feedback and the usability met the intended need. We had a phased rollout of each of the dashboards, starting with the student one, and then did pilot testing and user feedback to ensure that any additional feedback or any additional modifications were incorporated into the educator. Then we continued with that approach to then move to phase 2, where we integrated it into the online APP link-up platform. The integration approach had significant data mapping and coding to ensure that the dashboards that were developed actually assimilated into the online platform. We then completed mock testing with our steering committee, our facility clinical educator coordinators, and our university academics to ensure that the data visualization and usability met their intended need. We also took the opportunity to integrate our resources into the one platform to ensure that it was easy to access. Throughout the development process, privacy and confidentiality were of paramount importance. We considered from a responder perspective, ensuring that we had alerts to identify that information could be deduced if there was a small number, and we also ensured that it was a voluntary completion process. From a data accessibility, we developed business rules to ensure that the users understand the data integrity, but also when they were able to formally present. You can see even the bottom, there is an alert identified in the dashboard to say when there's less than 5 responses and to consider confidentiality requirements. In terms of how we utilize the dashboards, there's 3 main key elements. One is the evaluation of the placement quality. This data set gives us a consistent, reliable source that's used by both university partners and also placement providers, meaning we're all talking the same language. We can all work collaboratively in placement quality enhancement. We can then enhance this feedback because it's a centralized, real-time, formalized, interpreted data set that we can then work collaboratively together. This then helps us inform strategies and quality improvement initiatives at an individual unit level, at a more broadly university level, informing research opportunities and education and training opportunities to ensure that we all are participating in quality improvement for placements. If you have any further questions or you'd like to be involved in understanding more about the dashboards or utilising this data in future activities, please feel free to reach out to us. We're more than happy to collaborate and we look forward to hearing how you go, and hopefully this is of value to you.